Hello everyone. Today in this session we have to discuss about the TCP/IP protocol suites. So first of all, moving toward the introduction of the TCP/IP. The Internet Protocol Suite, which is commonly known as TCP/IP, it is just a set of communication protocol which is used for the internet and the other similar networks. It is the name from two of the most important protocols in it. We can say that the name of the TCP/IP, it can be named from two of the most important protocols in it. We have to see or the name of this TCP/IP protocol suite. It is from the two important protocols. So the first one is Transmission Control Protocol, which is denoted or which is specified as a TCP, and Internet Protocol, that is the IP, which were the first two networking protocol defined in the standard. So as we have already discussed in the earlier session about the OSI model, so generally the OSI model, it having the 7 layers, that is physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. Okay, in this, whenever we are comparing the diagram or the architectures of this OSI model and TCP/IP models, so you can see here the data link layer and physical layer combine or in the combined form in the TCP/IP link and it physical layer. It is the combination of data link and physical layer in the OSI model. Inter-network layer, which is the network layer, which works as the same as the OSI reference model. Transport layer, which you can see in this transport layer, and TCP/IP, again it having the fourth one layer, that is the application layer. So in this application layer, it is a combination of session, presentation, and application. Okay, so this four or the TCP/IP protocol suite, it having the four layers, that is a link and physical layer, inter-network layer, transport layer, and application layer. How you can, or we have to see the particular layer perform which type of applications. So as we know, the TCP/IP protocol suites having the four layers. So the first one is link and physical, second is network, third is transport, and fourth one is application. Okay, so we have to see what type of functionalities it is being performed by the particular layer. So the network interface, it performs the functionality of network technology, internet. It is a connectionless, and the it is used for best effort packet delivery. Transport layer, it specifies or it denotes the end-to-end message integrity such as UDP on the TCP, and again it is used for the error recovery. And in the application layer or application services, we can see that it provides the different functionalities such as the email, network management, World Wide Web, and other services by using the different type of protocols. Okay, so this is about the, or this is the architecture of the TCP/IP. Okay, so in this you can see the four different layers. So in the network access layer, it having the Ethernet and token ring fibers. In the internet layer, it operates on the internet protocol. On the transport layer, it uses the transmission control protocol, and UDP means user datagram protocol. And at the application layer, there is different protocol we have to study, that is FTP, SMTP, Telnet, DNS, SNMP, and RIP. Okay, so this is the TCP/IP architecture model. Okay, so we have to see one by one functionality of this TCP/IP protocol suite, which having the four layers. So first of all, we have to see the first one layer, that is the application. So application layer, it is comparable to all the application, presentation, and session layer of the OSI model, all which is combined into the one. It provides a way for applications to have an access to network services. Again, this layer contains the higher level protocols But the main issue related with this layer, it is the ability to use the TCP and the UDP protocol. So this is about the application layer. And for example, if we can consider, we are saying that the main issue with this application layer, it is the ability to use both TCP and UDP protocol. So we are considering one example. So TFTP means trivial file transfer protocol. It uses the UDP because usually on that LAN, the physical link are very short enough to ensure the quick and reliable packet delivery without many errors, and SMTP instead uses the TCP because of the error checking capabilities. Okay, so because of that, we are just saying that application layer, it having the main issue because it is having the ability to use both the TCP and UDP protocol. Okay, since we are consider our email which is shows or which is being used for showing the important information, or whenever we want to send the information, we would like to ensure a safe delivery. Okay, since we consider our email, it is important information, we would like to ensure a safe delivery. Okay, next one, we have to see what is meant by the UDP and the TFTP in this. So the UDP stand for User Datagram Protocol. So UDP generally offers a direct way to send or receive the datagram over the IP network with very few error recovery services. But whenever we are talking about the trivial file transfer protocol, so it is a simplified version of the FTP, means file transfer protocol, which having the no security features. So you can see in this the structure of the Ethernet. So this is all about the application layer. Now come toward the next one layer in the TCP/IP protocol. So that is the transport layer. So this layer generally act as a delivery services used by the application layer. In this again, two protocols are used such as TCP and UDP. So in this, the choice is made based on the application transmission reliability requirement, and this layer also handles the all error correction and detection. Sorry, all error detection and recovery basically. Okay, so we can say that the transport layer also handles the error detection and the recovery. Again, we can use the two type of protocol, that is the TCP and UDP, right? So again with this, we are adding some functionality, or we have to see some functionality with this, that is the transport layer. It uses the checksum acknowledgement and timeout to control the transmission and end-to-end verification. So unlike the OSI model, TCP/IP treats the reliability also as an end-to-end problems. So this is all about the transport layer. Now move toward the next one layer, that is the internet layer. So this layer, it is basically known as the internet layer. The main purpose of this internet layer is to organize or handle the movement of data on the network. So by movement of data, we are generally mean routing of the data over the network. So a main protocol which is used at this layer is IP. So while ICMP used by the popular ping command, and in this we are saying the IGMP, which also used at this layer. So this is all, this is about the internet layer. Next and the last one we have to see in this, that is the network layer. So this layer is also known as the network interface layer. This layer normally consists of the device drivers in the operating system and the network interface card which is attached to the system. In this, both the device driver and the network interface, both of them are taking care of the communication details with the media that is being used to transfer the data over the network. Again, in this, in most of the cases, this media, it is in the form of cable. So some of the famous protocol which is related with this layer, it including the ARP, stand for Address Resolution Protocol, and triple P means point to point protocol, etc. So this is all about the TCP/IP protocol. So thank you all to watching this.